Good morning. How are you? Y'all, I had to make me something to eat this morning. And normally I don't like make breakfast, but I bought this salsa. It's at the local grocer. It says fresh organic salsa. I didn't want to get the salsa that had like from the source. Is this the right way? Okay. Yeah. So I didn't want to do that. Y'all. Oh. So I oh, this smells so good. I just made me some eggs and some with some spinach. Nothing crazy. I just wanted to make something to eat because I'm not drinking coffee, y'all. Bear with me. I'm trying to be good with the caffeine. The coffee part, the coffee is not the problem. For me, it's the caffeine, and for me, it's the creamer. So I need to do better and try to eat something and consume more water. I used to be really good with the water, and somehow I just fell off the wagon. So this week, I'm gonna try to, let me bring you down some. My God, Kelly. This week, I'm gonna try to put a lot of more protein, and if it's me making an egg, or if it's hard-boiled egg, or a fried egg, or chicken or fish, because I really have to stay away from red meat as well. And yeah, health issues, y'all. Getting older is not fun at all. In some aspects, yes. So I am today, I have to go to, there's a place called Overstock at Wayfair. Apparently we have one here. I was supposed to go yesterday, but I didn't go. So I'm gonna go today, and I'm possibly gonna go to Trader Joe's to pick up some more knickknacks for myself. Knickknacks meaning good food items, no alcoholic beverages, things like that. And then yeah, that's about it. Nothing too heavy, but let me eat this, and then we're gonna chit chat about boundaries. I hope this angle is not too bad. I hope it's flattering for me. But I wanted to sit outside and get some air. I finished eating my omelet, which was really, really good, by the way. I mean, it didn't take much effort. And I haven't had one in so long. I mean, so long. Probably like when the pandemic first started, I was like cooking for myself. But now I had gotten to a routine where all I did was drink coffee when I woke up. Bottle of water, coffee. Bottle of water, coffee. And then the water fell off. It was only coffee, and then I felt myself feeling different. So I have to do better, and I have a physical coming up, so you know, you don't want that cholesterol or whatnot to be high, so I gotta be careful with them eggs. But I said, let me get myself together. Let me you know, I'm out here with a whole winter shirt on. I have on a sundress underneath, but I couldn't find like a jean shirt or anything to put on, so I just, let me throw this on. We just sitting outside. We're not being fancy or anything like that. But I want to talk about setting boundaries, setting healthy boundaries. And I'm going to give you a short story time on how I had to set a boundary with a family member, right? So, and of course you set boundaries with friends and different relationships, you know. It could be romantic relationships, it could be children relationships, friendship relationships, whatever, work relationships. Just set the boundaries. And you know, I had to come to realize that I didn't have many boundaries. And as I started getting more irritated and just things happening to me in my life, it made me realize that I was taking on more than I could bear. I know that saying, God won't let you, you know, bear what you can't handle or something like that. No, she could not handle it. I found myself declining. So I had to sit back and set some real hard boundaries. And I had to sit back and, you know, it's okay to say no. I don't want to mess the lighting up. It's okay to say no. It's okay to not be there for somebody. It's okay to not tell everything under the sun. It's okay to not want to be bothered with nobody. It's okay. And it's not for you to feel bad or for the next person to take it personal. If you just don't feel like being bothered, it's okay. And you don't have to put a disclaimer out there or talk and say the reason why you ain't talked to a person or whatever. If you just don't feel like doing it, just don't feel like doing it. And that's where I'm at. So, you check in every now and then, all that good jazz, but sometimes you just don't want to be bothered. So, I want to read off some things that I did have in my phone in regard to, you know, setting boundaries and things like that. So, being assertive, like, I've definitely experienced in my life where people will hold on to things that you've done in your past, and it could be 40 years ago, 20 years ago, and you remotely do something close to what that was. They going back to when you was so and so, you did that, remember this and remember that, you gotta stop doing that, so and so and so. It's like, shut up, and shut up again. It's like, why are you comparing to something, even if it's like, you gotta let people know how you want to be dealt with. And it's not about you sitting here picking away at my life or picking away at me. So set a boundary, what they can and cannot say to you and how. It ain't about can't have good girl talk or good grown up talk. We ain't doing that, not today. Set your limits. That's a limit, you know. Be clear on your emotional, be clear on your emotional, physical, and spiritual boundaries. Again, like I said, with strangers, work colleagues, friends, family, intimate partners, so forth and so on. Like, I'm gonna use family. So I have a brother. He's older than me, and I really did not have any boundaries with him. I had some boundaries, but anytime he needed me, I was always there. And then when he really, really needed me, where it was like at a really, you know, low point, once he got himself to, I guess, to where he wanted to be, or he couldn't take it no more, whatever the case may be, he just was like, bump it, I'm out of here. And then, you know, it bothered me that, you know, I went through all these different channels with him and disturbing my life, my peace, you know, making me worry, you know, my kids are seeing certain things, you know. So it was like I interrupted my whole household. And when then, you know, he kind of like gave me the finger, it was like, oh, so I could be there for you, but when, you know, I can't even sit and say when I need you, you're gonna be there for me, because if that was the case, I wouldn't be so bent out of shape, or wouldn't have been so bent out of shape. But okay, I had to stop because I thought about something. So like I was saying, after he got the help and everything that he needed, it was like, let me skirt and go on. And kind of, I'm going to repeat myself so I can get myself back on track. I wouldn't have been so bothered if I knew if I needed him, he could help me. But that wasn't the case. So, I knew that he would reach out again. I knew that. So I left it alone. I was bothered. I was hurt. Because not only was time, energy, caring, stress, all that was involved, money was involved too. You know what I mean? Things in my house got damaged. You know, it was a lot of things that happened, you know. And it bothered me so much. And believe it or not, time had passed. So like I was saying, time had passed. And like I always knew, there would be a reach out, right? And it's always the same stuff. So when he reached out, you know, and I'm not saying anything that, you know, anybody, you know, some people might say, oh, keep your family business in it, whatever happens in the house stays in the house, all that. I ain't from that era. Because the people that sit back and be like, oh, I ain't letting my dirty laundry out in the street, it's already out there, honey. Trust me when I tell you, it is already out there. Because I know so many people that think that you don't know certain things about what's in their little close-knit family little huddle, but you do know. And this is just family stuff. You know how that go, people. Y'all know how that go. Everybody's business is out there. I hate the people that think that they're like what's a perfect family, like the Huxtables and the Cleavers. Was they the Beavers, the Cleavers, were they perfect? I don't even remember. But you know, just like that. But we don't talk about it. So I had to set a boundary. So he reached out and was like, you know, I know what happened last time, sorry, throwing a disclaimer out there. When people do you dirty or do you wrong in some way, shape, or form, they always put a disclaimer out there first to protect themselves and any type of hostility that you might still be holding on to. They do that. So reached out, and I pretty much was like, I can't help you. Can't do it, I'm sorry. And then it was like, you know, let me throw a thicker layer on, because, you know, before she used to respond like this. Throw a thicker layer on. I didn't respond. So, you know, when you don't respond to the second layer of, you need to help me because you've been helping me. Now that the person on the other side is getting worried, like, hold on, this is not what you normally do. You don't have no boundaries. You have no limitations. I could do whatever I want to do to you. So I had to sit back, and I wasn't putting a disclaimer out. I had to put and be assertive and put down what it was gonna be. I ain't helping you. I'm not gonna help you, and I can't help you no more. Not because I don't want to. Well, no, I'm not helping you no more. And I have to focus on me, because a lot of things that you're doing is self-inflicting. So I can't be a part of the come up and the fix up and the help and all of that on the self-inflict. Because at this point, we all got common sense and we all know, right? I think so. I think, you know, we all make a little mistakes here and there, you know, every now and then. Because I make some too. But when I make my mistakes, I'm not going to bring somebody in who I need to fix it. That makes any sense. I have to do it on my own. So he was upset, very upset, because I put that back. I cannot. And then I had shared a little bit of myself. I got my personal issues going on. I see a therapist. I got this, I got that. You know, I talk openly about my therapy. And I can only imagine his face. It was probably like, you got problems and what? I got a crisis going on here, and you need to help like you've been doing. So put your stuff to the side and help. And it was like, no, can't do it. So maybe a week or so later, call back, maybe thinking, you know, I'm like, okay. No, still no. Still no. And I don't feel bad about it. I know it's family, but sometimes family can really wear you out more than anybody. Family, because it's that closeness, you know what I mean? But I said no, and I set the boundary, and I feel good about it. I'm happy about it. And by me doing that, not for nothing, I know it helped him, because he figured it out. Little sis won't there. He figured it out, and it's handled. It's handled. You know what I mean? So my point is, setting boundaries is a beautiful thing. Now, you don't bother me, I don't bother you. Only when it's time to get together and break bread, holiday, do all that good stuff, have a good time. You know what I mean? But people personal business, I do not want to get involved no more. I don't. And I don't even share my personal business no more. That's one thing I've learned. And it took a while. And you know, you confide into so many people, you talk to people because it's comfort. But then you come to realize they picking you apart on the outside. They picking you apart as you tell them stuff. And sometimes it's best to not even say nothing. And that's why I'm happy at this point in my life. I don't share anything about my life. What you know is what you know. And, or what I share. Or what I don't mind sharing here on YouTube and everything else. But for the most part, anything that I don't want to share, I have a therapist for. And if I would have known about this years ago, ooh, it's definitely beneficial and refreshing. So any of y'all out there, you know, you don't want to tell your business people no more, you want to set boundaries. Well, let's go back to your, you don't want to, like, you know, some people get just to their girlfriends or best friends or co-workers or just somebody else you want to talk to. They have their opinions too. So sometimes you don't want to tell them nothing. And again, it ain't got nothing about being adults and not hearing the truth. Sometimes you don't want to hear what they have to say. So get you a therapist. They may not know you when you was a little girl. They may not know you when you was a young lady. They may not have known you, you know, different phases of your life. But it's best. Trust me, it's best. So yes, set boundaries, ladies and gents. Set boundaries. They are amazing. And I wish I would have done it years ago. But things happen for a reason. The reason why I didn't say, I had to learn those lessons that I had to go through. And I sit back, some of the things that I go through now at the age of 44, and I'll be 45, it's like, why now? Why did I learn this in my 30s? But everything happened. You learn certain things in your 20s, certain things in your 30s, and certain things in your 40s. I'm going to learn stuff in my 50s and my 60s too. So, I'm ready. So yeah, quick thing about boundaries. Let's get dressed so we can go and hit up Trader Joe's and hit up this overstock place so I can work on this whole big home office thing that I'm trying to do. Change of plans. I'm at the post office. No Trader Joe's today. I'm at the post office. I have to return the fragrances that I got from Dossier. Now, you guys know I ordered some last week. Love them. They all smell great. They all go good with the skin, everything. Chemistry, amazing. Got a little greedy. Not saying that others won't smell great, but I selected the ones that they said I would like. And then I selected some other ones that I gave some really good reviews as per, you know, some ladies on YouTube. But I gotta remember, everybody's smell is different. Like, I really enjoy the Tom Fords, and somebody's pulling up next to me. I really enjoyed the Tom Ford fragrances, but all the other ones that I got, I'll leave them down below, the ones that I got and what they inspired by. They wasn't a hit for me, so I couldn't enjoy them, and they couldn't stay in my house 24 hours. The man literally dropped them off maybe 30 minutes ago. I sniffed them all. and I was like, they gotta go. But the smell was coming through the box, and nothing was leaked or anything like that, but the fragrances was really strong, and this wasn't my cup of tea. Someone else may love it. Like, one was like sandalwood, someone may like that, but Kelly can't do it. So I'm at the post office now, so I'm going to return that stuff. That's the lovely box sitting right there. She got to go. Oh no, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate this. This is good.
You didn't bring your label?
Okay, I'm super hot. I just came from the post office. They don't want to take the box because I'm shipping back perfume. So they're gonna tell me I gotta get a whole new sticker, carry on. But this is what they told me to do. So I'm doing as Dossier said to do. So now, I don't know. I'm pissed right now because I don't want this perfume. Plan B. What's for plan B? So it's more than one way to skin a cat. I drove across town, not too far, maybe about 2 miles. And I went to the post office. And that gentleman didn't ask me nothing. He just took the box, scanned it. He said, can I help you with something else? I said, I need 2 books of stamps. Got it for my mom. So I got that box out my car. Dossier, if you're watching, if you know, well, you know what, that's not even, why would they send me, the lady was saying that it could not, the perfume, since it's flammable, it cannot go up in the air. And I'm like, people travel with perfume and everything in their luggage. What are you talking about? Macy's and everybody else ship stuff. It gotta go ground, it gotta go ground. People be shipping Girl Scout cookies, that's perishable. People be shipping all kind of nonsense, peaches and everything, glass. You don't leave me alone. I got it, but that perfume, I got a little mini headache, so now I gotta get something to eat. My rant is over. Let me do something that's gonna be nice and soothing to me. I'm gonna go to this place and go find me a desk. Let's get this home office nook going, okay? Okay, y'all, so I went to the Overstock place. It's called Overstock. It is an Overstock of just stuff. I was gonna say something else, but when I walked in, I wasn't even turning my camera on because it looked like a warehouse that got shooken up, or better yet, robbed. It was crazy. So I had to make a quick decision. How do I please myself for this day that I have had in regards to having a dilemma at the post office and then going to Overstock and having nothing going on. So I said, either I go to Rainbows and buy a whole bunch of tank tops, because you know, you can never go wrong with a bunch of tank tops and, you know, maxi dresses and stuff like that. I love stuff like that. But then I was like, no, Kelly, you have enough clothes, you have enough stuff, you have stuff you haven't even worn yet. So the best next thing is Starbucks. Can you even see it? That's the next best thing. So I'm in the Starbucks line. The line is ridiculous as always. It's like going to Chick-fil-A when you go to Starbucks. So yeah, I can't believe that place was like that. And it had like the grungiest people. I guess they work in furniture, so I can't be so judgmental, but it was to the point where if you went in there and you saw something that you did like, it was like, you don't want to tell me your address, because it was like, you write it down, you're gonna know where I live at. It was like, ugh. I smell that perfume in my hand, y'all. But anywho's, she's happy. I got that box out. That was like the main thing. Oh my God. So I'm gonna get my Starbucks. Excuse me, I just belched. I'm gonna get my Starbucks and I'm gonna end the vlog here. We're just gonna enjoy this stuff. I'm gonna get me a nice venti iced drink, and I'm gonna get me a grilled cheese, and I'm gonna get me a banana nut bread warm. I'm gonna get the carbs in. Yes, and I'm gonna drive slow, eat it while I'm in the car. The time I get home, nobody will know what I had, and I enjoyed my food. And nobody's gonna say, why didn't you get me some? Me time, self-care. See you in the next vlog.